Let's be honest, the stock market is on life support, but one bull island stood out among the rest, and that bull island is Kala. We're going to take a look at Kala, what happened with Kala, should we still trade Kala, and you'll know all about Kala by the end of the video. Welcome to Rocket Day Trading Channel, where you get an edge that you can't get anywhere else. Do you like making money? Because we're making money constantly in the free Discord. The link is in the description. We traded some crazy stocks. PRQR up 20%, ISO up 25%, and then Kala now up 300%. We didn't trade Kala, but Kala is the kind of stock that we're looking for constantly when we send out signals on the free Discord. Of course, if you're trading a volatile stock, for instance, I want to call out this stock here called HTGM. Okay, HTGM looked like it was going to be a big winner. It looked like it was going to be really solid, but we had to end up, okay, me and my students who trade with me live, we had to close our position here at about $4.19. We bought the perfect buy-in at about $4. And so $4 to $4.19, we're able to still get a solid win off of it. But the end of the day, HTGM just didn't pop off like we were expecting. We wanted a big move on HTGM. It just didn't happen. And that kind of thing is completely avoidable so long as you trade a stock correctly. Okay, you have to read the signs on the stock, and that's why it's so valuable for my students to be able to trade with me, and why you and the signals that you get in the free Discord will help you along with your trading journey as well. But we're not here to talk about HTGM. We're here to talk about Kala, because Kala is the big one. Kala is an animal. Kala went up 300%. Kala did this to your money. So if you had 100K, Kala made you 300K. How do you know how much Kala would make you? Well, you just get whatever amount that you buy. Okay, let's say you buy 100K, and then you multiply that by 3. That's how much money you make. Okay, so 100,000, you'll make 300,000. Okay, in one day. Let's say you were trading with 10,000, you would have made $30,000. If you were trading with $500,000, you would have made $1.5 million on Kala. Of course, the volume has to be there to support the price movement. Nevertheless, it's important to note that you could have made a lot of money on Kala. So if you did not trade Kala, that probably means that you weren't in the know yet. So let me get you in the know now. So this stock here, Kala, announced that the FDA had accepted its investigational new drug, IND, application for its lead product candidate, KPI-012, which is being developed for the treatment of persistent corneal epithelial defect, PCED. All right, it's a rare disease of impaired corneal healing. So this is a huge deal for pharmaceutical companies for them to have a breakthrough like this, and for news like this to be coming amidst the price action on Kala, which, by the way, let's take a look at Kala's price action. This thing was originally at almost $100, and right now it's trending at literally $3.54 before the news came out. So yeah, that can definitely trigger something like a short squeeze. And in fact, we did get a short squeeze. We had a lot of shorts covering their positions, and the bars just started flying. Okay, they literally started flying. It went from $9 here, then the bars started flying in something called a circuit breaker halt. So when a stock moves up more than 10% over a specific period of time, I believe it's 10 minutes. So if a stock goes up more than 10% in 10 minutes, then the Federal Trade Commission or the organizing agency actually halts the stock, preventing the price from moving up further for a period of time, usually about 10 to 15 minutes. And that just occurs until the trading resumes. I have to read up again to get the exact time frame. But essentially, when a stock moves up, okay, when a stock moves up a certain amount in a specified period of time, that trading will also halt for a specified period of time. And when a stock moves up and this occurs, then usually the stock will open up and continue pushing upward. because the stock usually went on a circuit breaker halt to the upside for a reason. However, if a stock pushes down, and you'll get the same kind of action, the same circuit breaker halt, except this time the stock will usually open up lower. So the reason why we have these gaps in between these candlesticks is not because of low volume, it's because there are so many buyers coming into the market that the price has shifted rapidly to the upside. And so that's why we see that this gap in between these candlesticks here. Kala was a monster. Okay, Kala 300% increase. If you look at Kala and you look at right here, it did start open up at about $6, and during the day it went to almost $18. And we see how Kala in the aftermarket actually came back to that $18 mark, and it closed around $13. So it closed at 13, but it went up another $5 in the after hours market. Doesn't always happen. I don't recommend trading in the after hours unless you are an extremely experienced professional trader. Okay, I've traded in the pre-market and aftermarket before, and even me, who has dramatic levels of success in the stock market, doesn't like trading after hours. Why? Why do I not recommend trading after hours? What makes this such a big deal where I tell traders don't hold overnight? It's because insider information, news that we regular people who do not have a direct wire to insider information about exactly what's happening in the company, are exposed to insider information. So insider information comes out, brokers, banks, people with big money start trading in the after out market, and this can lead a stock to dump in the after hours. In fact, Kala may dump tomorrow. Okay, it's totally possible. I do see Kala coming up to about $20 before the dump starts taking place, whether that's in the pre-market or it's after, again, after the market opens, then it can start dumping. But probably before the day even starts, we'll start to see Kala start to come back down to about $15, $13, and that is not a trade that you want to be a part of. Remember that Kala just a little while ago was part of a really bad dump. Okay, Kala was at $97 initially, and then it went down to $4. So Kala is not necessarily a long-term hold stock, unless this fundamental change has caused an actual change in the way that the stock is valued. And that may be the case with Kala. And that's what's so exciting with Kala and why I'm covering it, because I don't always cover short squeezes. Kala is holding the price level for a period of time. That means that institutions actually see value in this stock. The stock is no longer the $3 stock that it once was. It actually is a higher valued stock. Now, whether that valuation is at $8, $10, or all the way at $18, we can't say for sure yet. Not enough time has passed. But the fact that the price level, it never really got a circuit breaker halt to the downside. Well, it did. KALA did get a circuit breaker halt to the downside, but it didn't go through as many circuit breaker halts to the downside as it did to the upside. So the price was eventually able to bottom out at about $13. And you can see after hours that insider information that professional traders, big banks have actually led them to buy the stock, not sell the stock, but they actually shifted the price upward. So that is a good sign right there. This happens a lot when a stock actually has long-term value. Does it mean you should now dump all of your Microsoft and buy a whole bunch of Kala? No, it simply means that we want to watch Kala, put it on the watch list, see if this thing can come back to around $10, and then consider buying in for the ensuing uptrend. Kala is a parabolic stock. It has been a parabolic stock. It's up 300% due to a fundamental change in the valuation of the stock. And this stock from here is predicted to top out at around $20 before trending. And if you can get in around $10 to $12, then you're at a pretty good spot, because Kala can go as low as $4. But given the strength and the period of time that the stock Kala has held its new level. The stock will most likely at some point in the future come above $13 and hold that level, meaning that you can profit by picking it up below $13 or below $10, should I say. So that's the idea with Kala. Just make sure you're getting it at a right level. Make sure you're not gambling. This is all about making real money consistently. The fact that we're able to get 20% but only risk 1%, that's how you're going to make money in the stock market. It's not by buying penny stocks and hoping that they go up. It's not by buying CEI. It's not by buying COSM. It's not by buying MMAT. That's what all of these losers, all these people, and I'm not going to call them names, okay? I'm not above calling them names because they're losing people like you money, and I hate that. The fact that people can go out and just say that this stock, XYZ stock, is going to $45 and you lose your life savings, and Mary Sue over there who has that money set aside for her children's college tuition puts that money in the stock thinking that it's going to allow her to buy more school supplies for her daughter, and it ends up losing everything. That's not okay. That's, to me, that's enough for me to say these people are morons and they don't deserve to have a YouTube channel. But here you will get the truth. I'm going to give you very conservative profit targets. Not always conservative. I'm always going to give you multiple profit targets, but I'm also going to be realistic with you. If a stock is not turning out well, I'm going to tell you, hey, this isn't turning out well. We're going to get out of the trade. We're not going to trade this stock anymore. If a stock is trending up, I'm going to say, all right, let's hold on to this. Let's make sure that we get the full package. Like on Kala, if we're trading Kala together, I would say, all right, let's get 300% because this thing is gapping up circuit breaker halt after circuit breaker halt. And then we probably would have sold somewhere near the top, just like we did with HTGM this morning. So that's the kind of relationship I want us to have. I want us to have the relationship of, this is the guy I come to make money and who I can trust to actually get me out of stocks that aren't working. So keep an eye on Kala. You can pick it up if around $10 if you still see strength in the stock. I want it to hold above the volume weighted average price. I want it to hold above the 20-day simple moving average. And I want to see that institutions aren't selling the stock like it's no longer worth anything. And once we're able to get those kind of confirmation signals, then Kala is once again a buy. I see Kala topping out around $20. So if you're looking to buy in a position, make sure that it's closed down around $20 unless you see some dramatic break of $20, in which case, yes, the stock can go to 30 or 40 because news like what just happened with Kala is a game changer for stocks. So the fact that it did just get this new drug, the candidate has actually been accepted, okay, FDA approval, that can definitely change the value of the stock. So don't so much think that Kala's run is over. It can have at least one more day of running. Just be very careful trading it and make sure, again, that you are using a stop loss properly so that it can control any potential losses that you have. Do not buy and hold Kala. Do not be a bag holder. Do not end up like the thousands of traders who I've helped save millions of dollars who hold stocks like CEI and COSM until they go into the ground. This has been John Cota, your day trading coach. Have a fantastic rest of your day.